going live. We're live. We are live. And you guys know me. It's Brian, Birdie Bound B, here in my home. Set up a little backdrop here because I got a surprise for y'all today. We're going to do a little food review. I was sitting at home after a long day of work today, and a good friend of mine, you guys may have known her, you've seen in some of my videos, her name's Kaya. Kaya hit me up and she said, hey, we got a new release on one of our dishes here at Olive Garden, the establishment she works at. And I said, bring it over. Let's do a food review. All right. The dish is called a Calabrian. I'm calling it a Calabrian steak and shrimp pasta. And I'm gonna have Kaya come over here and do this food review.
All right,
me.
that's my cue.
And that's
welcome,
the cue.
welcome, Kaya. All right, so it's actually
Let me get
Calabrian steak and shrimp, and the pasta is Bucatini. And I'm just gonna show y'all the plating really quickly. Shout out to my line cook who plated this hot by design. It looks very nice. Is that a good view? The lighting could be better, but hey, it's our first time we live, baby. Yeah.
Can I see it?
Oh, of course.
That's mine.
So yeah, this is Brian's fun fact. Not to dox myself, I have a shrimp allergy. So I got the steak version, which isn't as pretty because it was his first time making an all steak. So we weren't sure if it was 2 scoops or 1. So it's just kind of thrown on there, but that's okay.
That smells good.
Is medium
That
rare.
smells really good.
One thing I like about this dish is that the shrimp is cooked on the grill. Most of the Olive Garden shrimp dishes, the shrimp is cooked on saute, so it doesn't get this nice charred color like this dish has. The sauce is going to have marinara, here you go, a garlic wine sauce, this spicy chili paste, which has the Calabrian chilies. Did I say garlic already? Anyway, so I have tried this because we get to demo dishes, but it's really good. I really like the sauce, so I'm gonna let Brian get his bite first.
First bites,
yeah.
First dibs. I need a moment. Don't bite it yet.
Buen provecho. I say it different in Italian, but I can't remember. Oh, I'm gonna tell you all about the bucatini. So the bucatini is this thick. He's trying to get the dog in the kennel. This thick pasta. It's almost like spaghetti, but it has just the slightest hollow little bite to it. I like the bucatini. It grew on me. It also right now is limited time with the spicy meat sauce. So I'm trying to wait and not take my first bite, but it's just staring at me.
I'm back.
All right, go for it.
Man,
it looks really
first
good.
bite.
Oh,
are we doing one bite only?
I don't know. I don't know what they
Everybody
do.
knows the rules.
I watch food reviews, but I'm not a connoisseur of them.
Let's see.
I don't like to hear people
I like to
eat,
twist
so.
up. I like to twist up my pasta.
Twist that thing up.
And then I'll stab the protein. That's what we do. We twist it up and stab the protein.
Ooh, I heard that little bite the shrimp had. See, and I like to twist my pasta without any protein initially because I like to just really appreciate the flavor and the bite of the pasta. So
I'll take that. That first bite was I need a second bite. One bite wasn't enough. Hold on a second. You guys can't see this. You need to be able to see this.
Oh.
Rookie mistake. All right. First food review. Cut me some slack.
The food. Gotta see the food.
Let's get some steak on this bite.
And that's medium rare. The recipe calls for medium, but what are we? Savages? There's no reaction, if y'all noticed. We're supposed to be reacting. He's not reacting. He likes it.
How come people do food reviews and then talk with food in their mouth? Why they do that?
Mukbang.
All right.
You gotta give it all. Give it all.
This is gonna. I'm ready to get my review.
All right.
I'm ready to get my review.
Let's hear it.
I'm not gonna set it down because I need to. I need to hone in on this right now, right? Okay. 1 through 10.
Does it have to be a...
I'm giving it a 1 through 10.
Okay.
You know what? Let's change it up. Let's change it up. Not 1 through 10, right? We're gonna do 1 out of 5.
Okay.
We're gonna do a 1 out of 5.
Okay.
You can use decimals.
But you can't use 3.
You can use decimals. All right. What?
Can't use 3.
3 what?
Stars.
All right. I'm gonna give this dish a 4.1 out of 2. I mean, out of 5. 4.1 out of 5.
I'm gagging right now because
Why?
you are the biggest Olive Garden hater.
I don't like Olive Garden that much.
Let me tell y'all something. Don't interrupt me, please, because you know you're about to.
What?
Can't even interrupt you.
Brian
is the biggest Olive Garden hater. I've been working there long enough. He even used to work there at some point. And he trash
part-time.
talks.
I did it part-time too.
Oh, this fettuccine is ass today. Like if he comes to the bar and I'm working, I'm like, oh, let's get some lunch, whatever. The fettuccine is never good enough. He acts like the zuppa toscana is like our number one freaking dish. Don't lie.
The soup.
So 4.1 out of you. Yeah, the soup.
Let me tell you. 4.1.
I think it's because Daddy Trump is right here, so you're feeling some type of way.
Daddy, hold on.
Because I just really can't believe you would go that high.
Look at that face. You see that face he's making?
That's a
fight.
4.1 face.
Fight. That's what he's saying right now.
4.1.
All right, go ahead and give me your. What are you giving it out of 5?
Well, I'm giving this a strong 5. Obviously, just kidding. I would give this dish.
About to say.
Now, mind you, I don't get the full experience because I don't know how good steak and shrimp probably tastes. It looks really good. But
I'm gonna get to that after you're done giving your rating.
Yeah, I don't even know how good that tastes. I would give this dish a solid 3.8. I can't go for the 4 because I think when it comes to the cream sauce, it's lacking just a little. And it could be because I have so much steak. The steak might be overpowering my opportunity for the sauce to really hit on that bucatini. And then I'm never really a fan of afterthought spinach. It's like, what is the point? Just don't even give me the freaking spinach. There's 6 leaves of spinach, but I know that's the portion, but it's just annoying to me.
You don't like that?
No, it's an afterthought. But that's probably the portion probably calls for. I think
it looks nice.
Right, and it's pointless.
Okay.
I just like
what did you gave it a what now again?
3.8.
You said we couldn't use 3.
3.8.
Oh, hanging ass.
3.8 is not 3. It's a 3.8.
It's 3.
But it's
I
not
thought you said we
number.
couldn't use 3.
Right, like solid 3.
Anyway.
And anyways, you went way above 3 anyway.
I went 4.1.
0.1.
I was
so that's
because
like better
no,
than
let me tell you
4.
why. I asked it. I said decimals, right? Because I was gonna give it a different score. I'm not gonna say what the score was, but it was below. I was gonna give it a different score, but then right before I did that, I really like looked at the dish and thought about the bite that I took. And I'm gonna explain why I gave it 4.1 now, right? This is my synopsis. So I like everything about the dish is flavor wise, because I don't really care about how it looks, but it does look nice. I like the different colors. The flavor of it is what's getting the 2 things: the flavor of it and the fact that it has steak and shrimp together. You can't lose with me.
Yeah, it's like surf and turf.
Can't lose. So that's why it's getting a 4.1, because of the flavor of it and the fact that it has 2 of my favorite proteins on it. I can't go wrong there, right? The only thing I think that's keeping it from a 5 for me is that I don't really like. I've never had this pasta, but I typically don't like a whole lot of different pastas. I like angel hair pasta. Right. You know, I like thin pasta.
Yeah.
And this pasta right here, Bucatini.
Yeah. So
I'm not feeling it. So that's what's gonna keep it. And then the other thing, one more thing, two critiques about it. The pasta, not my style. The other thing was a steak, right? This steak is not like these pieces of steak. They were not cut from a whole steak, like a cut of steak.
They're steak tips. They come.
These are like little pre-tipped steaks. I despise that.
I love it.
If you're gonna put shrimp, if you're gonna put steak in my, just cook a steak how I like it, because you can't tell me that this is medium rare. It's not medium rare.
No, it's overcooked.
It's not medium rare. You can't even.
It's
You
medium.
you probably know how hard it probably is to make this little piece right here. You're cooking a bunch of little pieces like this. Probably so hard to make it medium rare.
Well, normally the steak tips
In a restaurant like that's got high volume like
no.
Olive
Well,
Garden.
it depends who cooks it. Because I've been
Look at
eating the steak tips since we
Hey.
came out with the what's that one dish that we have? The steak gorgonzola.
But the
And I
flavor's
get
good.
medium rare, and they're perfect every time. Homie did drop the ball a little bit on these steak tips. They're overcooked. And Brian, but see, like some of them are good. It's not consistent.
That's
But-
what it is. It's not consistent.
But that's on the line cook. That ain't on the steak tips. But he's right. These do come in pre-cut. They're already from another recipe that we have, which is the steak gorgonzola Alfredo. One thing about Olive Garden is if we already got the item, we're just gonna revamp some stuff up. Like they're just gonna reuse items we were already ordering. And so
Right.
on this dish, these steak tips, they just make more sense than cooking a 6 ounce and then slice. We don't have a slicer either for the steak. You're not gonna throw a 6 ounce on top of this. It looks stupid. The bucatini,
Well, you cut it up.
we don't have any way to cut it though. You're not gonna.
That sounds crazy.
What I'm saying is,
For
in
an
the
Italian-
back of the house, you're not gonna cut a steak on a production line.
Why
you have a
not?
slicer. There's no time for that. You got
Sa.
now you got 50 million.
Sa.
There's a slicer for the chicken.
Come
It cuts
on,
it perfectly.
man.
You put the chicken on there. You go like this.
Tell me that don't make
but
sense.
you can't use it for
How
the
long it
steak
take
too.
to cut a steak
Into
that's
tips
cooked to
like
perfection?
this, that's not
Sa.
efficient.
Sa. You don't need tips.
Well,
You
but
don't
they
need
already,
tips,
but
you just
tips
need
is already on the
strips.
menu though. It's already on the menu. So they're just gonna reuse them.
Oh.
But the bucatini is limited time pasta too. First time I ate bucatini was with spicy meat. I didn't like it. But then I circled back again and I ate it and I was like, I like it.
Not a fan of the Bucatini.
You could get it with fettuccine.
Bucatini.
You could definitely get it with fettuccine. But overall, enjoyed, right?
I'm not even gonna argue with what you said about me being an Olive Garden hater.
Because you can't.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
You can't.
But this is good. The flavor is good.
Nice.
I would just sub out the pasta.
With what? Fettuccine? Angel hair would be so thin on all this cream sauce.
Well, that obviously you gotta portion that out. They got a lot more sauce in this because of the Bucatini.
No, that's not true.
100%. If they didn't have as much sauce as they have on this, the Bucatini wouldn't be tasty.
Jesse, it's bucatini.
Booty.
But if you change it to angel hair, they're not going to give you less sauce. They're still going to follow the recipe. So if you got angel hair instead, you're going to have
Well, then I would also
8
sub.
ounces of angel
I would
hair.
also sub light sauce.
That's a good call out.
Angel, obviously with
He
angel
would
hair,
get light sauce, folks. He's a smart man. He's using his noggin.
but I'm not going to Olive Garden, so.
Ever?
Well, if I do, I'm not gonna go there to eat. I'm gonna go there to get a shrimp Frito misto.
And what do you do with that?
The fuck? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get a dish. I'm not gonna get like a main entree.
Well, I'm full
But-
already.
That was it.
That was
man.
fun.
I appreciate you.
Shout out.
Bringing dinner
Of
and
course.
letting me try it.
Shout out to Olive Garden for keeping me employed. Or am I keeping them employed?
Hey. Some
Okay.
say it's a two-way street. It's a little bit of a give and take.
A little bit of give and take.
You know what I mean?
I give them my all, and they take it from me. I'm just kidding. I love my job. We all
I was
know I
about to
love
say
my
you
job.
taking them checks, ain't you?
Taking that money. Taking them opportunities.
Hey. Wow, 14 minutes we've been on. This was fun.
Yeah, how are we gonna end this thing?
Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Aaron G.
Aaron, great guy. Very observational. Beautiful. Appreciate you, Aaron.
Beautiful.
Thanks for joining. Kaya, thanks again.
You're welcome again.
And I'll catch
You
y'all.
dare me to try some shrimp and see if I'm still allergic? Next stream?
Psycho. Bye.
Imagine anything for views.
What the?